Okay, so as we jump right back into the same spreadsheet we were just looking at, so we have our financials in CSV format, and it's just a bunch of numbers on a page. So now what we want to do is just start organizing the information in bite-sized pieces so we can better understand it. So, I mean, the very first thing, very simple thing is, simply to add some space in here so that we separate all of our sales out and we know what our revenue is. Now we have cost of goods sold, so we're going to just come down here and separate that out. And gross profit, we just want to see that by itself. So now we, again, it's very simple, but we're looking at sales. What does it cost us to generate those sales and our gross profit? All very straightforward. But here's where well, actually, let me stick with this. Under cost of goods sold, now, like I have said, sometimes, like, I wouldn't have put workers' comp or liability insurance into cost of goods sold, but if that's the way the president or the CEO of the company wants to see it, that's fine. But I kind of want to look at cost of goods sold because what we want to do is we want to take the financials and break it down into things that we can control and how we look at things. So I want to have all of my labor costs, for instance, in one place. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my materials out of here, and it doesn't really matter, just put them over here just to get them out of the way. So I'm going to put all of my labor. So again, material, get that out of here, start putting it in a place where, okay, so I have my labor, outside labor, payroll taxes is labor related. Again, workers' comp is labor related. Again, I want to put it there, but that's where they want it. That's fine. So I'm going to put that here. So I'm just going to start moving all of this information around so that all of my labor costs are in one place, my materials costs are in a different place, or I might, in this case, separate outside labor from internal labor. So again, put that over here. Anyway, so I'm going to do all of that so that, and I'm just going to show you what the finished result looks like, so that I have it broken down so that I can now look at my cost of sales and see, oh, okay, my internal labor versus my outside labor, my material costs are all organized together, and then supplies and tooling, I separated that out. And then I put because again, I didn't understand why they had these things here. I put them over here. But anyway, so I still have the same cost of sales. I still have the same gross profit. But now I can get a better sense of what each one of those things are in terms of my cost of sales. Now, where that really comes into play is under operating expenses. Now, I'm going to shift gears here for a second. If you haven't read it, there's a link. This is all part of an article I'm also writing to help you with this. So there's an article, and it will link to an article about how I organize a company in terms of a structure so that everybody in the company, not just you as the CEO of the company, but everybody in the company can understand the structure of the company. So I'm going to pause here and then we'll come to another video where we organize all the operating expenses of the company.